chaps. This is our second lesson in similarity. It's not going to be as long one. And now, in this lesson, we're not going to prove similarity. We did that in the first lesson. Here, we actually told that there's two triangles that are similar, and we're going to use that information to either prove certain things or calculate, mainly really in this exercise, just to calculate. Okay? So this is exercise 9, page 170, and I'm doing the example 14, which is before that. We're given two triangles here, ABC and CDE, and we're told that they're similar, right? So triangle ABC similar to EDC. We're also given a bunch of sides. Okay, we say this is 2, this is 3, this is 6, 12, 9, and this is x. And this whole exercise to find out what is x. But we're told that triangles are similar. Now, if the triangle is similar, you can see, we know that the angles are similar. So, for example, angle A is equal to angle E. Angle A is equal to angle E. Angle B is equal to angle D. But that's not, in this exercise, we don't try to calculate angles, so we can't, it's not important information. What we want to find out is the side. How would we find x? Well, we know that if the triangle are similar, that means all the sides are in proportion. So check this out, okay? We know that, let's say, look at DC. DC will be in proportion, not equal, like in congruent, will be in proportion to BC. So DC is 6, BC is 2. So 6 is 3 times 2. Now we know that, for example, EC, side EC will be proportional to AC. EC is 9, AC is 3. Again, it's 3 times 3, so it's triple that. So the last one we're looking for, DE, will be in proportion to AB. DE is going to be 3 times AB. If this is 12, that means it needs to be 3 times x, and that's how we can find x. Okay? But how do you write it? So what we're going to do is we're going to say it like this. Look. Let's do it like that. Okay. So we're going to say AB, okay? AB divided by DE, AB divided by DE, AB divided by DE must be equal, for example, to AC divided by EC. Can you see? The ratio between corresponding side must be equal, okay? How do I know which one is the corresponding side? I can either look visually at the triangle and say, oh, that divided by that must be equal to that divided by that. But I think it's easier if you just read the information from here, okay? I want to know what AB is, because that's what I'm trying to calculate, x. So I would say, put that at the top of the numerator. So AB, okay, will divide by ED. How do I know? Because that's, if I've written the triangle in the right way, I know that that is proportional to that. So AB divided by DE will be equal to AC divided by EC. Okay? Now I need to write down the reasoning. So the reason I'll write in red is corresponding sides in proportion. Okay? Because the triangles are similar, okay, and they're corresponding, therefore they have to be proportional to each other. Now AB, I know what is A. Well, I don't know what AB. AB is x. So I just write x. DE, I know, is 12. AC is 3. EC is 9. So I've got an equation where all the numbers are known except for x. Okay, so I'm going to write x divided by 12. What is 3 over 9? Is the same as 1 over, not over 9, 1 over 3. How do I get rid of the 12? I time it by 12. Okay, I time the denominator here by 12. That will cancel it out. So x equals 12 divided by 3, which is equal to 4. And that's what I want to prove. Okay? That's it, easy. Let's see, maybe we'll do one more exercise, one more example. Okay, just looking at the exercise here, exercise 9, there's some difficult one. There are some difficult one. And actually, as a whole, this is not really easy. So I'll try and do one difficult. There's one even more difficult, G, and I'll let you have a go at it, and you check the memo, and if you get it, great. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. And obviously, I can help you on WhatsApp. I'm sure I will. Okay, so we've got two triangles, okay? A small triangle inside a big triangle, and we're told that they are similar. So PQR, that's the big triangle, is similar to PDE. Now we've got X and the Y. This is the complication here, okay? We need to find both. What my biggest recommendation is look at where it says what the triangles are similar and just work with that. Don't worry too much about the picture. Don't try and figure out what's the ratio from the picture. Figure out the corresponding ratio from here. So let's have a look at this. Okay, X unfortunately is not a side in a triangle. It's part of the side, right? It's part of this side. Okay, so this side is not X and it's not 4. It's X plus 4. Okay, so look at this. This is side PQ. Okay, PQ corresponds or should be proportional to BPD. Okay, because they are the first and the second letter. What is PD? PD is that. So let's write down PQ over PD. PQ over PD. Okay, that has to be equal. Okay, now here I have to be a little bit clever. The ratio of these two sides will either be equal to QR to DE, or, okay, let's use another color, or PR to PD, to PE. Okay? Now, which one should I do? Should I write down PQ over PD equal to QR to DE divided by D, or PR to PE? What is the best? Let's have a look. If I look at PR, okay, what is PR? PR is Y plus 3. So there's a letter there. I can't really know what PR is. Okay? Already here in PQ, I've got an X. So I don't want to make it equal to something with Y, because I have something with X equals something Y. I can't solve it. So I'm looking for two sides where there's no X and no Y. Which sides have no X and no Y? DE and QR. There's just a pure number. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. So PR, I'm looking for the green one. Okay, so I'll write in green. It's PR divided by PE. See why I chose them? Because not PR. Oh, no. This is not good. Okay, this is not good. No. Sorry, not the green one. Because PR has Y in it. So what I'm looking for is QR and DE. QR and DE. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, I'm looking for a ratio of two sides. I'm looking for two sides where there's no other letters, because I already have a letter in PQ, X. So I'm looking for two sides where there's no letters, and that's DE and QR. So it's going to be the black pen, okay? QR is 10. I'll write it first of all, QR over D. First of all, you just write down the letters. And the reason for that is corresponding, what do we call it? Corresponding sides in proportion. Corresponding sides in proportion. Okay? We know that these triangles are similar, so the corresponding side will be in proportion. Now I can put in the letters and the numbers. What is PQ? PQ is 4 plus X. 4 plus X. What is PD? That's just 4. QR is 10. DE is 5. Okay? You see now why I chose QR and DE, because now I've got a number divided by a number, which is a number. If I chose PR, I will have Y plus 3. So I will have X on one side, Y on the other side. I can't solve it. Okay? So, how do I solve this equation? 4 plus X divided by 4. Let's write down what is 10 over 5. Simply 2. Now, I want to get rid of that 4 at the bottom. Okay, we've done fractions in algebra. We time by 4. So I've got 4 plus X equal 8. Now I get rid of that 4 here by minusing it. X equals 4. Easy, isn't it? Okay. Now, we found X. Okay. But now we want to find out Y. So we got to look for the sides where there is a y in it. And that's PE and PR. So I got to write down now, PE divided by PR. These are the two sides, small triangle and the big triangle. So PE, here's the green one, PE divided by PR should be equal to either PQ divided by PD. So am I doing PE? Yes. So now I have to be careful because I did PE divided by PR. So I have to do either PD over PQ, okay? PD over PQ, okay? Which I could do, that's not a bad thing. Or even better, I can use what I've used here, the 10 and the 5. I'm looking again for sides that are pure numbers because I don't want x, even though I know x now, okay? It's not a big deal. I can do that. But let's look for, to say that they're equal to two sides which I already know the numbers. Which side do you already know the number? The 5 and the 10. So PE over PR is going to be to DE divided by QR, just like I did here. Where is it? Yeah, DE. Here I had QR over DE. Here I have DE over QR. Why is it the opposite? Why is it flipped? Because here I've done the small triangle, PE divided by PR. If I did PR over PE, it will be also flipped. Okay? Why did I do PE at top? Because I want the y at the top. It just makes my solution easier. I could have done the other way, but then y will be in the denominator. We've done algebra fraction where the x or your y is at the bottom, but you can probably agree with me, it's a bit more difficult. So always try and keep your x or y at the top as a numerator. Okay, so PE is y. PR, okay, this is a little bit more difficult. We also have y at the denominator, okay? So we can't get away from that. It's going to be y plus 3, right? Y plus 3. What is DE? We said it's 5. QR is 10. Okay? So we're going to write it again. Got a bit of space. Y divided by y plus 3 equal 1 over 2. Okay? We've done these kind of exercises. Let me just make a little bit of space. We already saw that. Okay? These are not easy. They're a fraction and we've got y at the bottom, so it's a little bit more difficult. What we're going to find is lowest common denominator. So I've got y plus 3 and I've got a 2. So the lowest common denominator is simply going to be 2 times y plus 3. So I'm going to have 2 times y plus 3. Okay? And because I had to multiply the denominator by 2, I have to multiply the numerator by 2 as well. It will be 2y. Guys, I know it's tough. I know it's difficult. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Told you similarity, or let's say find ratio is a difficult. And there will be a question like that in the test, and we try and do the best we can. Okay? The 2 we had to time by y plus 3. So I'm going to have to multiply the 1 also by y plus 3. But timing y plus 3 by 1 is just y plus 3. Now, once I have the same denominator, I'm going to multiply it by 2y plus 3 to get rid of it. And now here, if you remember, okay, not that it's hugely important now, but you remember that if we have a y or x at the denominator, we must check what values are we not allowed to have. We can't have that being 0. In other words, y is not allowed to be minus 3, right? Because if y was minus 3, minus 3 plus 3 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. But, you know, y cannot be equal to minus 3 because the sign cannot be a negative number. So it's not a problem. Okay? Now we're going to multiply. So we're going to say 2y equal y plus 3. We move the y to this side. We're going to have y. Minus y equals 3. And that's the answer. Okay? So I know, guys, tough. There's a couple more similar questions like that and one really difficult. I'll just put that on for you. Check the memo. Before you contact me, check the memo, see what they do there. And then I will help if we need to. Cheerio, guys. See you in the next lesson.